What if the most magnetic version of yourself didn't come from youth or perfect features, but from something deeper, more lasting, and more powerful? Have you ever wondered what truly makes someone attractive beyond their physical appearance? As the years pass, the glow of youth may fade, but in its place rises something far more captivating, a beauty rooted in wisdom, experience, and quiet grace. And believe it or not, this kind of beauty, it doesn't just age well, it becomes more irresistible with time. In today's video, we're diving into the power of silent attraction, a mysterious yet deeply powerful force that draws others to you without you saying a single word. This isn't about looking younger. It's about feeling richer. It's about walking into a room and without uttering a sentence, making others feel your presence, your energy, your warmth, your magnetism. You're going to discover 12 socially attractive habits that can transform your everyday interactions no matter your age, but especially in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. These habits don't require flawless skin or flashy clothes. They require heart, presence, intention. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to radiate positivity, master the art of conversation, and carry yourself with the kind of elegance and charisma that makes people remember you for all the right reasons. But before we begin, I'd love a moment of your support. If this video resonates with you, please give it a like. It helps more people discover these lessons and honors the beauty of aging well. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you're enjoying this content, drop a 1 in the comments below to let me know you're still here with me. And if it's not quite your style, type 0. I'm always listening and striving to improve. Now let's get started. Radiate positivity. One of the most powerful and transformative things you can do in any social setting is to radiate positivity. A warm, genuine smile, the kind that reaches your eyes and reflects your spirit, can completely shift the energy in a room. It breaks down invisible barriers, invites trust, and makes others feel instantly comfortable around you. Have you ever noticed how people seem to gravitate towards someone with a kind face and a light energy? That's not an accident. That's the silent magnetism of positivity at work. Your attitude is more than just a mood. It's a signal. It tells people how you experience life, how you deal with adversity, and whether your presence feels like a safe harbor or a storm. When you choose to approach challenges with resilience and optimism, you send a powerful message that hope is still alive, that light still shines even in uncertain times. Radiating positivity doesn't mean you have to be cheerful every moment or ignore life's hardships. It means choosing to focus on what's good even when life feels heavy. It's about acknowledging pain but still seeing purpose. It's about smiling, not because life is perfect, but because you're choosing peace over bitterness. This energy, your inner light, is contagious. It has a ripple effect. Whether you're offering a compliment, sharing a thoughtful gesture, or simply being present with someone who needs to talk, your presence becomes a source of calm and encouragement. You lift people up. You make them feel seen, heard, and valued. In relationships, this attitude deepens connections. In professional environments, it fosters trust, cooperation, and creativity. And in everyday interactions at the grocery store, at church with your neighbors, it turns simple moments into meaningful ones. People are naturally drawn to those who uplift them. And as someone with years of wisdom, you have the incredible ability to be that source of light without needing to prove anything, just by being. So remember, radiating positivity isn't about pretending. It's about presence. It's about embodying the strength, grace, and beauty that come from truly embracing your life and sharing that light with those around you. Practice active listening. In a world where everyone wants to be heard, the most attractive person is the one who knows how to truly listen. Active listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about creating space, emotional space, for others to feel understood. It's about giving your full attention, not to respond, but to connect. And that kind of attention, it's rare and unforgettable. Start with the basics. When someone speaks to you, stop what you're doing. Put the phone down, turn toward them. Make eye contact, not in a way that's intense or intimidating, but in a way that says, I see you. I'm here. Even small gestures like nodding or leaning in slightly show that you're fully present. Avoid the common urge to interrupt, to share your own story, or to offer a quick fix. Instead, give the other person time to fully express themselves. Let their words settle. Then respond with intention. You can deepen the conversation by asking thoughtful, open-ended questions. Instead of a simple, did you have a good day? Ask what made your day meaningful, or what challenged you today and how did you deal with it? These kinds of questions show that you're not just listening to the surface, you're connecting to their inner world. It's in this space of deep listening that relationships flourish. People begin to trust you. They feel safe, valued, and respected. And when people feel those things around you, they naturally want it to stay in your orbit. Active listening takes practice, especially in a world filled with distractions. But over time, it becomes second nature. It strengthens your connections and enriches your conversations and helps you become the kind of person others turn to, not just for company, but for comfort and clarity. It's one of the most powerful social tools you have. And best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Just presence. Just heart. Master the art of conversation. A great conversation is more than an exchange of words. It's a moment of connection, a shared space where thoughts, emotions, and experiences intertwine to create something memorable. Mastering the art of conversation means learning how to move beyond small talk and step into something more authentic, more reflective, and more rewarding. How often do our conversations stay on the surface? How are you? Fine. Thanks. Nice weather today. These exchanges are familiar, but they rarely leave an impact. Real connection begins when we allow conversations to go deeper, when we engage in topics that matter, that reveal who we are, and invite others to do the same. Instead of defaulting to routine pleasantries, try to guide conversations towards subjects that hold meaning, personal stories, life lessons, shared values, or even simple reflections on daily joys and challenges. Speak from your own experiences and insights, but equally important is the ability to listen with an open heart and an open mind. Conversation is a two-way street. It isn't just about expressing yourself, it's about being present for someone else. When you enter a dialogue with curiosity and attentiveness, you send a message that says, I'm not just here to speak, I'm here to connect. And that intention transforms the entire dynamic. Being fully present means you're not just hearing the words spoken, you're tuning into the emotions beneath them. The slight pause in someone's voice, the shift in their posture, the sparks or sadness in their eyes, these subtle cues offer a window into their inner world. Responding with empathy rather than just logic invites deeper trust and openness. Ask thoughtful, open-ended questions that allow others to explore their thoughts and express their truths. Instead of, did you have a good day? Try what moment stood out to you today, or what's something that's been on your mind lately? These kinds of questions show that you care not just about the facts, but about them. Create space in the conversation. Avoid interrupting, rushing to respond, or dominating the dialogue. Silence, when used intentionally, is not awkward, it's sacred. It gives the other person time to reflect and feel safe to continue. And in return, when it's your turn to speak, you'll notice that your words carry more weight because they come from intention, not impulse. By fostering a balance of give and take, you allow both voices to be heard. You'll find that people open up more freely when they feel they're not just being talked to, but being engaged with. The more you practice this, the more your conversations will begin to shift. They'll become richer, more rewarding, and more emotionally fulfilling. With time, this habit will not only deepen your existing relationships, but it will also expand your worldview. You'll begin to appreciate new perspectives, learn from others' experiences, and grow in wisdom and empathy. Mastering conversation isn't just a social skill. It's a lifelong asset that brings depth, clarity, and connection into your life. Cultivate a sense of humor. Life, as we all know, comes with its share of challenges. Some days are bright and breezy, while others test our patience, our plans, and sometimes even our faith in ourselves. That's why having a healthy sense of humor isn't just a trait, it's a survival tool. Humor is more than just a reaction to something funny. It's a mindset, a perspective that says, even in this mess, I can find something to smile about. It's the ability to see life's imperfections not as failures, but as quirks. It's the grace of being able to laugh when things don't go your way, not out of denial, but out of strength. You don't have to be the funniest person in the room. You don't need to tell jokes or perform stand-up. What matters is your ability to see the lighter side of things, to find joy in everyday mishaps, to laugh at the absurdities of life, and most importantly, to laugh at yourself. That self-directed humor, being able to chuckle when you forget where you left your glasses, which were on your head all along, is not just charming. It's a sign of confidence. It shows self-awareness and emotional maturity. It tells others I'm comfortable in my skin. I don't need to be perfect to be proud of who I am. In social situations, humor is magnetic. It relaxes the atmosphere. It builds bridges. It puts people at ease. Whether you're in a high pressure meeting, visiting with family, or spending time with friends, a shared laugh can break tension and create warmth that lingers long after the moment has passed. Even in difficult times, a sense of humor can be a quiet source of resilience. A well timed smile or a playful comment can reframe an entire situation. It won't make the problem disappear, but it can make it more manageable. It creates breathing room in moments of stress, offering perspective and peace. And the benefits aren't just emotional. Humor improves health, lowering stress, strengthening immunity, and even supporting heart health. It's medicine for the soul and therapy for the mind. So let humor be your ally. Let it remind you not to take life or yourself too seriously. Let it help you recover from setbacks, connect with others, and walk through life with a lighter step. In every laugh, there's freedom. In every smile, there's healing. And in every shared moment of humor, there's a thread that ties us closer together. Maintain a well groomed appearance, and we all know that true beauty is more than skin deep. But let's not underestimate the impact of physical presentation, especially when it comes to first impressions and the quiet messages we send through how we choose to show up in the world. Looking well groomed doesn't mean conforming to narrow beauty standards or chasing youth. It means honoring yourself. It means treating your body with the care, attention, and dignity it deserves. When you keep your hair neat, wear clean, well fitting clothes, and maintain basic hygiene, you are expressing self respect. And that respect extends to the people around you. Think of your appearance as your personal signature. It tells others that you value yourself, that you're thoughtful about how you present yourself, and that you bring that same level of care into your interactions. Whether you're attending a social event, going to work, or simply stepping out for a walk, a polished appearance sends a silent but powerful message. I am here, I am present, and I take pride in who I am. It's not about being flashy, it's about being intentional. A well fitted blazer, a classic pair of shoes, a clean face, or a fresh scent, these small details combine to form a bigger impression. And when you feel put together, your confidence naturally rises. That confidence makes conversations easier, social interactions more fluid, and your energy more approachable. In both personal and professional settings, a neat appearance evokes trust. It shows maturity, it suggests reliability. People are more likely to engage with you, take you seriously, and open up when they sense you carry yourself with care. Why? Because how you treat yourself often reflects how you treat others. You don't need expensive clothes or dramatic makeovers. The magic lies in the little things: a freshly ironed shirt, a touch of perfume, tidy nails, or simply clothes that make you feel comfortable and confident. And most importantly, your appearance should feel like you. Don't dress to impress someone else. Dress to express your values, your personality, your mood. Let your style reflect your inner dignity, creativity, and joy. Ultimately, when you present yourself with care, you're sending a clear message to the world: I matter, I respect myself, and I bring value into every room I enter. Be authentic. In a world where filters, masks, and performance are everywhere, authenticity is like a breath of fresh air. It's rare, it's real, and it's deeply attractive. To be authentic is to be rooted in your truth. It's not about being perfect, it's about being whole. It means embracing all parts of yourself: your beliefs, your quirks, your strengths, and yes, even your flaws. It means letting go of the urge to mold yourself into what others expect and instead standing firmly in who you are. Have you ever met someone who wasn't flashy or loud, but something about them just felt magnetic? That's authenticity at work. When you are honest about who you are, when your words match your actions and your inner life reflects in your outer presence, people trust you. They open up to you. They feel safe with you. Authenticity builds connections that go beyond surface level exchanges. It creates space for meaningful conversations, deeper relationships, and mutual respect. You don't need to perform or pretend. When you're real, you give others permission to be real too. And that's where the magic of human connection truly begins. But being authentic takes courage. It means accepting that not everyone will like you. That's okay. The right people, the ones who truly matter, will be drawn to your sincerity. They'll see your light, your strength, your honesty, and they'll stay. When you speak your truth, even when it's uncomfortable, when you say, "This is what I believe," or "This is what matters to me," without needing external validation, that's power. That's the confidence. And that's the kind of attraction that lasts. Trying to fit in or constantly seeking approval might feel safe in the moment, but over time it creates distance between you and your happiness. Pretending may win temporary acceptance, but it robs you of the joy that comes from being truly known. So make a choice to show up as yourself. Be bold in your individuality. Let your unique voice, values, and personality guide your path. Whether in friendships, work relationships, or love, authenticity draws people who respect the real you. And those are the people worth keeping close. Embrace your age. There is something profoundly powerful about a person who embraces their age with grace and pride. We live in a world obsessed with youth, but aging is a privilege. It is a gift not everyone gets. Every wrinkle, every silver strand of hair, every laugh line, they are not flaws. They are stories. They are your lived experiences etched into your skin like poetry. So why hide them? Embracing your age means honoring the journey. It means recognizing that the challenges, lessons, and triumphs you've endured have made you wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. It means no longer apologizing for getting older, but standing tall in the richness that age brings. Think about it. Your life has been full of chapters, some joyful, some difficult, some unexpected, and all of them have shaped who you are today. That depth, that insight, that inner peace, it cannot be bought, it can only be earned with time. When you stop trying to erase the signs of age and instead celebrate them, something beautiful happens. You feel freer. You stop chasing impossible ideals, and in doing so, you gain something even more valuable, authentic confidence. Your age tells a story that no one else can tell. It is a badge of honor, not a burden. So wear it proudly. Speak from your experiences, share your wisdom, laugh at the past, and face the future with the calm assurance that only comes from having lived, learned, and loved deeply. When you embrace your age, you give permission to others, especially younger generations, to view aging not as a loss, but as a journey towards self-discovery and fulfillment. So let your gray hair shimmer. Let your laughter lines deepen. Let your voice grow steadier with each passing year because you are beautiful exactly as you are right now. Be generous. True generosity is magnetic. It's not about writing big checks or dramatic displays. It's about the sincere, everyday willingness to give something of yourself to someone else without expecting anything in return. Generosity speaks through your actions when you share your time, your skills, your attention, or your heart. It's about pausing your busy life to help a friend move through grief. It's taking the time to mentor someone who feels lost. It's offering your hand to a stranger who's dropped their groceries or lending your ear to someone whose heart is heavy. You see, being generous doesn't require wealth. It requires presence. And in a world that often prioritizes self-interest, this kind of selfless giving shines like a light in the dark. It shows others that you see them not as a means to an end, but as human beings worthy of care and respect. Think about the moments in your life when someone was generous with you, not with money, but with time, understanding, or encouragement. You probably still remember those people, don't you? Because generosity leaves a mark. It creates a bond built on trust, empathy, and goodwill. And the beauty of generosity is that it ripples outward. A small act of kindness today can inspire another tomorrow. It creates a chain reaction of compassion that we often underestimate. And those ripples don't just change others, they change you too. You become softer, more empathetic, more attuned to the quiet struggles people carry. And people notice. They're drawn to the warmth in your voice, the sincerity in your gestures, and the calm safety of your presence. What's more, when you give from a place of genuine care, you attract people who value those same things. Your circle becomes filled with authenticity, with people who give as much as they receive, with relationships that are built to last, not to take. So practice generosity not as a tool for validation, but as a reflection of who you are. Give without scoreboard, support without agenda, and love without condition. Whether it's a word of encouragement, a seat at your table, or just a moment of true presence, what you offer may seem small to you, but it could be the very thing someone else needed to carry on. Be patient and understanding. Patience and understanding are not always loud virtues. They don't grab attention or seek praise, but they quietly change everything. With age, we begin to see life differently. The once sharp edges of our expectations begin to soften. The rush to control outcomes or demand perfection fades, and what takes its place is a kind of gentle wisdom, a realization that growth doesn't happen overnight and that people like seasons need time to change. When you're patient, you're not just waiting, you're honoring someone else's journey. You're saying, I see you. I believe in your path, even if it looks different than mine. That kind of understanding is powerful. It allows space for people to be human, to stumble, to evolve, to learn. And when they fall short, instead of judgment, you offer grace. Instead of criticism, you offer compassion. This shift in perspective doesn't come from a book. It comes from living, from making mistakes, from watching life unfold in ways you didn't expect, from realizing that timelines are illusions and that most of what really matters, healing, connection, forgiveness, takes time. As you grow older, you begin to understand that being right isn't always as important as being kind. That listening is more powerful than lecturing. That supporting someone through their process is far more loving than trying to speed it up. And this applies not just to others, but to yourself. Patience teaches you to stop rushing your own healing, to forgive yourself for what you didn't know before you learned it, to trust that even if you can't see the full picture yet, life is always unfolding in your favor. When you approach life with patience, everything becomes softer. Your relationships deepen, conflicts become less volatile, and the people around you feel safer, calmer, more open because they know they won't be judged for being imperfect. And when you share your wisdom, do it gently. Don't impose your path onto others as if it's the only one. Instead, offer your stories as lanterns, not roadmaps. Let your life be a light others can walk beside, not a set of rules they must follow. Because ultimately, that's the kind of legacy we leave, not just in what we achieve, but in how we make others feel. If your presence brings peace, if your patience becomes a refuge, you will be remembered not just as someone wise, but as someone kind. So take a breath, slow down, extend grace to yourself, to others, to the world. And in doing so, you become the kind of person people are naturally drawn to, not because you're perfect, but because you're real, because you're grounded, because your quiet strength speaks volumes. Live with purpose. At this stage in life, purpose isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the compass that guides your days, the quiet force that gives meaning to your routines, and the reason your presence still matters more than ever. When you live with purpose, even the smallest actions take on new meaning. A morning walk isn't just exercise, it's a celebration of mobility. A conversation with a friend becomes an act of emotional connection. Cooking a meal, tending a garden, mentoring someone younger, these are not just tasks. They're expressions of who you are and what you value. Finding purpose doesn't mean chasing grand ambitions. It means listening inward. What lights you up? What makes you feel like time disappears? What legacy do you want to leave? Sometimes your purpose may lie in creative pursuits. Sometimes it's in helping others. And sometimes it's simply in becoming the best version of yourself. The beautiful part, your purpose can evolve. What fulfilled you at 30 may not be the same at 70, and that's perfectly okay. Purpose also gives you strength when life throws curveballs. When you know why you're doing what you do, you're far more resilient. You're grounded. You can face setbacks with clarity because you understand the deeper mission behind the struggle. And here's the secret: when you live with purpose, you become magnetic. People are drawn to someone who moves with direction, who smiles with intention, who speaks with meaning. Purpose doesn't just change your life, it lifts everyone around you. So take time to reflect, reconnect with what matters most, and choose to live each day not by default but by design. Live with purpose and watch how your life begins to glow from the inside out. Appreciate the simple things. In a world that's always chasing bigger, faster, louder, there is quiet magic in slowing down and noticing what's already here. There's beauty in the morning sunlight filtering through the window, in the warmth of a familiar voice on the phone, in the gentle rhythm of breathing, walking, sipping tea. These moments may seem small, but they are the threads that weave a meaningful life. Appreciating the simple things starts with presence, with choosing to pause to really see, hear, feel. When you walk outside, do you hear the birds? Do you feel the breeze on your face? When you eat a meal, do you taste it with full attention? These aren't distractions, they're doorways to joy. In your 70s and beyond, life teaches you something precious. The extraordinary is hidden in the ordinary. A shared laugh, a grandchild's hug, the smell of rain, the sound of silence. Gratitude enhances this awareness. When you learn to be thankful for a cozy blanket, a good book, or a friend who checks in, you start to see how full life really is. Contentment doesn't come from always wanting more. It comes from fully appreciating what already surrounds you. This doesn't mean letting go of your dreams or goals. It means realizing that joy doesn't wait at the finish line. It's here now in the journey itself. And when hard times come, and they will, these simple things can be your anchor. A favorite song, a handwritten note, a familiar scent. They remind you that even in life's darkest seasons, light still exists. So today, slow down, look around, smile at something you once overlooked. Because when you start to appreciate the simple things, life becomes anything but ordinary. Be a role model. You've walked miles through joy and sorrow, success and struggle. Now, your story isn't just your own, it's a light for those who follow. Being a role model doesn't mean being perfect, it means being real. It means showing up with integrity, leading with kindness, and responding to challenges with grace. It means living your values, not just talking about them. You've lived enough life to know that words matter, but actions speak louder. When you listen deeply, forgive freely, and offer encouragement without judgment, you teach others how to live with heart. Younger generations are watching whether you realize it or not. They see how you carry yourself, how you treat others, how you face adversity, and in those quiet observations, they're learning how to become better humans. Share your wisdom not to preach, but to inspire. Tell your stories the honest ones. Let them see your scars and how you've healed. Let them hear how you failed and got back up. These are the lessons no textbook can teach. And most of all, show them that aging doesn't mean fading away. It means becoming a pillar of calm courage and character. When you choose to be a role model, you create ripples across your family, your community, even your world. You leave behind something greater than success, a legacy of love, wisdom, and quiet power. So rise each day knowing your life matters. Someone somewhere is looking to you not for perfection, but for possibility. Be that guiding light. Be the example. Be the inspiration you once needed and now have the chance to be. So, what have we really uncovered about the quiet power of attraction, the kind that deepens with age rather than fades? It's not in the wrinkles or the wardrobe, it's in the way you carry yourself. With patience, with grace, with purpose. In your 70s and beyond, silent attraction isn't about trying to look younger. It's about radiating a life well lived. It's in the kindness of your voice, the steadiness of your gaze, the strength of your presence. You've heard 12 powerful truths today, 12 ways to become not just more attractive, but more alive and connected than ever before. Which one resonated with you most? Was it the beauty of embracing your age, silver hair, and all the quiet strength of generosity? The joy of appreciating the simplest things? Or maybe it was realizing you still have the power to inspire just by being you. If something here spoke to your heart, comment below with the number that stood out and share how you plan to bring it into your life. Let's turn this comment section into a ripple of wisdom, warmth, and encouragement for everyone walking this beautiful path of aging with intention. And if this message moved you even just a little, please, share and subscribe. Because somewhere out there, someone else needs to hear that their age is not a limit. It's a legacy. Together, let's redefine what it means to age. Let's live fully. Let's love deeply. And let's never forget the most irresistible people are the ones who are genuinely themselves. Thank you for watching and for being a part of this journey. Until next time, keep shining. Quietly, confidently, and unmistakably you.